Take me back to your draft night, right? Because that's like all of our, biggest day ever up to that point. You know what I'm saying? So for you, you know what I'm saying, to have a pops that played in the league, like, how did you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, now this is your dad and your family and everybody coming to you for your big night, and this is now you taking the family business to the next level, and it's your turn. Like, tell me what that feel like after, you've been in Toronto, Charlotte, you following your dad, support your dad. Now it's his turn to start doing that for you.
It was surreal, and I say that because when you're so close to it for your whole life,
right?
Like you say, you see it through his eyes, and when it's you, it didn't even make sense. It was like, I know I've been working on my whole life for this moment, but it didn't make sense. Like, it was happening, and that night was going to be the celebration of like him passing the torch to me. To start my own career, my own journey. And that was one of his biggest pieces of advice is like, you're going to get compared and you're going to have the shadow and all that stuff, but you have to just live in your own journey. And whatever that means, like, embrace it. And that night was the start of it. It was an emotional night though. It was his birthday. It was the night Michael Jackson died. So it was like all that was happening. And it was just a whole lot going on. And then, got drafted by the Warriors, and all the Knicks fans started booing because they wanted me to drop to number 8. So I had a lot of emotions going on that night, but I just appreciated the fact that I was going to be able to, realize a dream, obviously, and start your career. I didn't know much about the Bay, but I was ready to go out there and figure it out.
So with that being said, right, we all know, like, quietly when this process is going on, we have our places that we would, we know we can't control it, but like, hey, I would like to play there or whatever. Remember when he's coming, I want to go to Houston. Me and you want to go to Houston.
Definitely did.
Rudy T. Rudy T.
Let them get bugged. All ISO.
So we want to do that.
For Steve Francis, all ISO.
Man, we love it. We go play with franchise. Whatever, right? So for you, when you get, like you said, it was emotional, and you didn't know nothing about the Bay. You said you wanted to play for the Knicks. Like, how did you feel when everything went down?
So that draft process is wild. Like, there's some new narrative every day.
Yeah.
There's some new guarantee on the draft board. There's some trade rumor. Like, every day was something different. But through that whole process, like, I talked to Mike D'Antoni, who was the coach of the Knicks at the time. They had Gallinari, who was the young prospect, and the whole conversation is like, oh, put you, Gallinari, David Lee was there. Like,
I was
y'all
there.
would be, exactly. Like, that would be the vibe. Like, D'Antoni would put you in all the right positions to be successful. I could be like Nash. I could be like Nash 2.0 when he was in Phoenix and all that type of stuff. So that was a conversation, and being in New York added to it because you're right there.
So you got you hired. You hired in the garden.
I was sitting there, and Blake goes 1, seemed to beat James Harden, Tyreek Evans, and then it's number 5, and Minnesota's got the 2 picks in a row. So I'm like, all right, just get through these 2. They got 2 picks in a row, and then it's guaranteed. Like, I didn't really know. I talked to Golden State like that. It's gonna be number 8. So they went Rubio and Johnny Flynn, and or vice versa. And so I'm like, all right, this is it. And then, like, the next 5 minutes felt like an eternity because you wait, the clock and the green room and all that. And then David Stern came out, said my name, and it didn't, like, I heard my name, but it was like, wait,
I ain't even talk to them. It always be the team that you don't even fuck with.
Did you work out for them?
Nah, I didn't.
We didn't work out
for the Clippers, and we was trying to avoid them.
We trying to avoid them.
No way they gonna pick us. Like,
they won 10 games the year before that. We weren't trying to go there. Man, it'll always be the team like that. They be lurking. That's what
history
it be.
Repeat itself. It's crazy. So then after that, you're just trying to make sense of it on the fly because it's just like,
then you
it's
get
the mix
thrown
of
into that whirlwind, media in the back, about 45 to an hour.
Crazy. On the next flight, next morning, out to the Bay. But that was a definite lesson in care for what you wish for.